Hi everyone, welcome to Holiday Ornaments. I'm Miss Julia, and today we're going to be making our tied fabric trees. For this project, you will need your glue, some of your glue dots, your scissors, and the rest of the things in your bag with the fabric and the brown stick. You can pause the video here and go get the supplies out of your kit. Now that you've had a chance to get the things out of your kit, I'm going to go ahead and open up my bag and dump out everything. You should have one silver pipe cleaner, some different bits of fabric, and one stick and one star glitter. So I'm going to put the silver pipe cleaner, the stick, and the star glitter up near the top and move my glue out of the way. The next thing I'm going to do is take my fabric and I'm going to cut it into small strips. So some of them are different sizes. I would recommend having yours maybe about 1 finger width across. So this one, I'm going to cut it into 2. So I'll use my scissors and cut my fabric into 2 long skinny strips like this. I'll go ahead and do this with my other fabrics too. You might not end up using all of your fabrics. It just depends on how you want to make your tree ornament. I think I'm going to start with just cutting some, and then if I want to, I can cut more later. You definitely want to make sure to get at least 1 or 2 of your fabric that has the longest length, because those are going to be the base of our tree. So the next thing I'm going to do is kind of line up my fabric and see which pieces are longer and which pieces are shorter. The ones that are longer I'll use on the bottom of my tree, and the ones that are shorter I'll use towards the top. If you want some of the longer colored fabric up at the top, that's okay too, but you'll just want to make sure that the short ones are definitely up by the top because they won't be long enough to make the bottom. What we're going to do is take our bits of fabric, tie them around our stick, and then we're going to use our scissors to cut it into a tree shape. So you could see if we put these ones at the bottom, they might not be wide enough to make our triangle tree shape at the end. So I'll start with some of my longer strips down at the bottom. I'll take my strip of fabric, and I'm going to do this with, I think, this fabric side up so you can see it a little bit better. You could also flip it over. It doesn't really matter which. But you'll go ahead, set your stick on your fabric, take your fabric, cross them over, and then you're going to loop, go through the hole, and then pull it tight. I'm going to show you one up here too so you can see a little better. So I think I'll do it with my next kind of fabric though. So you lay the fabric strip behind your stick, take your 2 bits of fabric, cross them over each other so they make kind of an X shape. Then the one on top, you're going to take the end and put it through the loop. So the one that's on top, the end goes through that loophole there, right next to the stick, comes out the other side here, and I can pull on both of them. So I'll do one more up close, and then I'll do the rest of them faster so that you can see the final product. So put your fabric on there, cross them over so they make an X. Take the one that's sitting on top, take the end and put it in through that loophole and pull it tight. Okay, so I'll do the rest of them going a little bit faster. Okay, there are all of my bits of fabric tied on. You can put either more or less on depending on how full you want your tree to look. Just make sure to leave a little bit of room up at the top for your star. Once you have all of the bits of fabric that you want to tie on, you can use your scissors and we're going to cut them into more of a tree shape. Right now they're kind of all over the place. So I'm going to cut them to make more of a triangle shape like this. So I'll start further out from my stick at the bottom, and then I'll cut them carefully, and as I go up, I'm kind of cutting inwards towards my stick. There we go. Now you can see this has more of a tree shape than this side. Since I'm right-handed, I'm going to flip my stick over and do the same thing on this side. Go ahead and cut further out, and as I go up, I cut towards my stick to make a triangle shape. There we go. So now it's more of a tree shape. Next, I'm going to go ahead and attach the loop on. So you'll take your silver pipe cleaner, fold it in half so that the two ends meet, and just kind of gently squish the top so it makes a loop. Then you'll take some of your glue, and at the top of your tree, you're going to go ahead and put some into the hole. You don't need a lot, just a little bit to help make sure that your loop will stay on. Then go ahead and take the two ends of this pipe cleaner. You're going to carefully stick them inside the hole of your stick. If you need to, you can ask your grown-up to help you with that part. Now you have a loop to hang up your ornament with. And then the last thing I'm going to do is stick on my glitter star. To stick on my glitter star, I'll grab one of my glue dots, take the backing off of the clear part, stick my glue dot onto my glitter star, kind of take the ends of my glue dot, or edges of it, and kind of fold it in. Then I can take my glue dot and stick my glitter star onto my tied fabric ornament. So I hope you enjoy getting to make your tied fabric ornament, and if you have some extra fabric, you can use this and make a second one. You can use a cinnamon stick or a stick from outside to make another fabric tree, and you can use just a little bit of some of the extra yarn to go ahead and make this part, or a little bit of extra pipe cleaner. Then you could have two. Well, I hope you enjoy making your tied fabric trees, and remember, if your grown-up says it's okay and you'd like to share a picture of one of your ornaments in the classroom, you can post a picture in there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!